Shh. Winners talking.
Another Sunday lockdown, still going on, but you know we're still there, pushing out the good product for the people. Them,
Trust me.
Pound Sterling, the hustler, Big Doug,
Like, subscribe.
and a guest with us today.
Yeah.
Second time a revisit.
Hey, what's going
AP, aka Mr. Madeyouthink.
Hey, Mr. Madeyouthink back in the building.
Yeah.
again.
Contacted me the other day and said that there was a little something he wanted to get straight and wanted a platform to kind of express himself and kind of just clear up.
So this is like an emergency meeting.
Yeah. It's an emergency alpha
It's an emergency
meeting.
alpha.
It's an emergency alpha meeting got called on because, you know, one of the man them give a call and say, you know, yeah, can we go? We move. Before we get into AP and letting him say what he has to say for the week, it's been a good week. Over this last week, blessings and good things going on. And
Good energy, good
good
vibes.
energy, good vibes. And I'm appreciative of this week. I've had quite a few people, some of your favourite rappers. Come on, that's a lack of professionalism. You're better than that. No names. But some of your favourite rappers, your favourite artists, your favourite actors reach out to me and like just showing support.
Yeah.
Showing that they're watching the thing. Just and the thing with that is why I want to mention it is because they don't have to. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like some of these people, I'm not going to say names because the conversations were private, so I'm not going to say names. But some artists like that are charting right now in the national charts. You understand what I'm saying? Doing things right now, active, just reaching out saying like, yo, we're fucking with the thing heavy. Big up. Obviously said big up Doug as well. You understand? Just showing support, saying they've been with me from early with everything that I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like the music, this, that, the third, and just showing that. So I had to just, that shit was real to me. I felt it. So just a moment of appreciation for that.
Man. Appreciate all of that.
Appreciate all of that because, you know, been active, been out here for a hot minute. I was thinking about that today as I was just, I was listening to some music on my headphones and kind of just doing some bits and pieces. And I was thinking about that, remembering there was a time, I'll share quickly, there was a time like for about a year, like when so much was going on for me differently, I used to drive, this is mad, I used to drive around in silence. No music on the player, no nothing. I never really said nothing to no one. I think the only person, I think once I told Daps, I never really told no one else about that. Like, and I didn't even realise what I was doing, you know, like that. Because so much was going on. It's like, I don't know where, blood. I just used to get in the car, and I'm a music man. I love music, you know. But I think it was everything I was dealing with personally, grief, this, that, the other. Don't get me wrong, business was running as per. You understand what I'm saying to you? As per, me and Stunner would go to all the fights. The man them were fighting. The man them were winning belts. We're going off to, remember Nikos, we're going off to, where was we? Margate. Man them were picking up, how many belts we pick up that night, Stunner?
5.
Man them were picking up 5 belts.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Licking
Winners.
down, man, winners talking. You see what I'm saying? All of that's still going on, but when I'm on my own,
I just need
I just needed a moment. But what I remember was through all of that, and it's weird, and I weren't doing it deliberately, like this is a thing, but when I'd be driving on my own, I'd be whistling the fucking Godfather.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And now I look back here and think, it's like I'm reminding myself, blood, your dad's in this, you know? The Godfather. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm an original for this thing. So I would literally, as a God, I used to drive around and what I'd be doing is whistling that. Those that know the Godfather rhythm, you know how that goes. I ain't going to whistle it now, but I'll just share that to just let people know that, listen, we know the best of times, we know the worst of times, you heard me say it before. But with all of that said, Pound Sterling the Hustler, Big Dapper Don Doug, all the man them, room full of love.
Yes, boy.
You know what it is. And we move. I'm going to bust a champagne to that.
Straight to that. Yeah, man.
Get myself comfortable.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let AP.
Sip it early.
I'm sipping it early.
Let AP.
I'm going to let AP.
Because I don't even know what's going down. So I'm just like, let's go.
Only
Let's
background
run
I
with
can
that.
give is, like I said, one of the bros, he's reached out. We were just
I'm
reasoning.
gonna give context of why.
And he
I
will
reached
give
out.
context of everything.
I'm gonna give him.
But I
You know,
like when I don't know.
But it's not like there isn't interaction between us anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So we reason, you know, like that. So some hit me up, whatever. I hit him up at times. You understand?
that's what I'm gonna explain. I kind of like. I'm a man. I think you're never too big to learn from somebody, and you're never too big to big up someone that you you kind of look up to. You look up to. Yeah, so she was Pounds. When I watched the whole thing, obviously seeing what he's been doing from way back, what he was doing, how he operate, I actually reached out to Pounds. And I said, you know what, yeah, as an older figure in this thing, whatever, I want to have you on call. You see, certain times, I might think to do something about older head who'll tell me, yo, but it's an older head that I look up to. Do you get what I'm saying? So from that, anyway, he's giving me that window with reason and that whatever. So the other day something happened. I was getting a bit of a hothead, and I was gonna react on impulse. And he's told me, listen, certain times. So I reached out to him, and he's giving me some advice, which I appreciate, and I felt big up for that as well. And on top of that, he said, look, I need to ask Doug first. So I was gonna say thank you as well, because when he's reached out to you, obviously when he's giving me the play, and then he's reached out to you. Thank you for giving me the platform to come and just explain myself. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a place where it's not toxic, a place I know you lot are gonna be fair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Sunday service.
So I appreciate it. Yeah, it's the safest place to have this conversation. I think.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that it worked out, and I'm glad that big up Pounds for giving me the play still.
Anytime.
So what do you want to do? Go from
Right.
it.
It's your time. The floor is yours.
So
break down the story.
I feel. So I'm gonna break down the story, and I'm gonna break down why.
Yeah.
I feel certain things need to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? So the first things first. Before I come even here, I've been thinking on there. And I'm thinking, you know what? The first thing I'm not gonna do is attack the girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna play from attack. I'm just gonna speak on truth and what I think, but I'm not gonna attack the girl. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's bigger than the girl. Do you understand? Everything I'm thinking about is bigger than the girl. So anyway, the girl has her ideologies, in general.
Listen, this is just you're gonna have to. I don't know if you're going with this in general. Like, you're gonna have to explain like what happened before, because they're not gonna know. You're gonna have to explain exactly what transpired.
Give us the whole story.
And big man thing, respectfully.
Yeah.
Call her by her name.
Alone.
Call her by her name, because the girl thing, like we're trying to put a bow on it today, innit? So let's do, like that, like just we don't want to do nothing that's gonna add fuel to the fight. And I know you don't mean it in any kind of way. You're trying not to further the situation, but just address her by.
I'm trying to hold her accountable as well, though.
I don't know what's going on. So kick it from the top.
Cool.
So man, give man the whole, because we got the time. Because give man the whole breakdown, and then. And then we can go and then
we'll chop it up, because I don't even know the whole. I'm just saying, because I know them, the girl. You know what comes after that, innit? The man's with the girl in there. The girl, she's got a name. You know them ones.
So we know.
Address that.
The lonely girl now, basically. She's some girl. She has some she has her ideologies.
And who's this thing now? So
Oloni, she's an influencer.
I'm aware of her.
She's a big influencer. She does all these sex talks for these girls. She does all these stuff for women. Innit?
What, on Instagram or?
On her main thing is Twitter. I think she has a podcast, quite a big podcast. She got quite a big following still. She's somebody of influence.
So
you understand?
She's somebody influence.
Yeah, she's somebody of influence. Yeah, she holds weight in what she does. I think mine and her ideologies are very different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The opposite of the spectrum. So I think we were bound to clash at some point anyway, naturally. So yeah. Anyway, so the other day I'm out. I see a fucking as you do, so I'm looking up for content, seeing what the latest is. Now I've seen a post on another blog who I fuck with heavily, Shade Bro, they're my people. I fuck with them heavily. So I've seen a post on their page. She must have tweeted something about, it's a Cardi B lyric. I knew because I saw the song earlier on. I posted the song earlier on. She tweeted something about, thank you very much, brother. Broke boys don't deserve no pussy. Yeah. So remember now, I've seen it on Shade Bro, right? It's been on there for a couple of hours. Yeah. So I've seen it late because I was out, I was filming. So I reposted it. And on the caption, I've just said to her, raw, I've just put on a caption, I put on a caption, we need to protect our black man's mental health.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, raw, you see the kind of times we're in. Bro, like, the where things are. People are losing jobs. People's family are going through health issues. Like, even people at home, and not even just guys, girls as well, you don't even have the option to think, let me go and give up my CV to get a job elsewhere because everything's on shutdown.
Correct.
So everyone's in a mad place right now. Like people, it's mad. People in homes that are toxic. And they probably can't do nothing about it. Do you know what I mean? This family members, you can't. So So I found that very irresponsible, especially the current climate that we're in. Do you know what I'm saying? And I find a lot of things she says, her tweets, because I don't really check, I don't follow Twitter and all that. I'm not on all that, but I see it on blogs, innit? And I find a lot of things that she says very irresponsible, and I feel like it's always dragging man. So now I've reposted on my blog, innit, yeah, to hold her accountable. Because I know the man then will be like, what's this? Do you know what I'm saying? Which rightly so, you need to be held accountable. As somebody in a public figure, if you're saying stuff like that, you need to be held, because I can't watch young men who are already going through mad pressures as it is right now, see these things in this current climate. I think they're absolutely irresponsible.
What you're saying is because of her, like her following and what she's got,
who
she
is, conscious
of what she's putting out there. In terms
Remember,
of,
another blog's already posted. So it is.
All right. Hold on. No, let them continue.
So,
let them finish landing it.
So a female blog's posted it. You understand? Yeah. So she's messaged me.
So hold on, sorry, one sec. You said a female blog posted it.
Yeah, Shabra's posted.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, go on. Go on.
So she's messaged me saying, "Can you take it down, whatever, yeah." Now, because again, usually I'm a very polite guy to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying in general, yeah. Usually when people ask me to take it down, I take it down. But again, I'm gonna be transparent. I want to speak about my wrongs as well. From the get-go, because I don't like her ideologies in general, because I always think she's trying to drag men. I've just been rude in it. I'm going to post whatever I want to post, you know what I'm saying? But I have taken it down. Yeah, I've said that, but I have taken it down. Then I've said to her, don't message me. Furthermore, don't message me again, please. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I said to her, don't message me. The reason why I said that is because I know one thing I see from her a lot. I feel like she operates from a place of hurt and rejection. So I feel like some of her ideology comes from a place of hurt and rejection. I could be wrong. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt like. I'm not gonna lie. I knew me telling her don't message me. I knew it was gonna hit a trigger point. I knew she was gonna feel rejected. Yeah. So I've gone on with my day anyway. Carried on doing what I'm doing, working. Then I get home late, at past 12 or something like that. Then someone's messaged me saying, "Oh, Oloni's trying to get you bagged." I said, "Trying to get me bagged?" I'm laughing. I think trying to get me back for what? I had to get me bagged about. What do you mean? Get me back for what? So I said, let me go and see what she's there. But I already knew, in my head I already knew, when I said to her, don't message me again, I said, girl, she's not going to be in the feeling, she's going to block. So I'm going to check her page on Instagram, it's blocked. Remember, I'm not on Twitter. So I'm thinking, what's she talking about? Then I thought, let me go and check her Twitter. So now, when she messaged me, this is the first thing that I thought, you know what? I don't like this. And this is what I'm saying about false prophet. When I've posted it, the first thing she said, can you take it down, please? In a time where mental health is prevalent, it's going to something about it's going to affect her mental health. So I said.
So wait, the clip, so I can get it, the clip that you reposted was the clip that Shadebro posted.
Yeah, it wasn't a clip. It was a tweet.
So it was a tweet that she posted, but Shadebro had already posted it.
Yeah.
So all you did was repost it.
Yeah. And then she said mental health. So I said to her, so this is another thing I didn't like. Don't draw for them again. People don't draw for the mental health card. Do you understand? You've posted something as someone in the public field. You know what you've posted. I've reposted. She said mental health, and I said to her, you're not thinking about boys' mental health when you're posting it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I said, so I didn't like that she used that. So then, anyway, when I've gone on the Twitter now, I've seen now, bare black girls. She's gone straight for the black card, and this is the things. These are two things that triggered me. Yeah, she's gone straight for the black girl card. She's saying, "Oh, Madeyouthink posted me. He knows as a black woman I'm gonna get dragged." So again, the post had nothing to do with black women. Don't drag black women into it. You know what she's doing? Again, it's manipulation. Don't manipulate people. You try to manipulate with the mental health thing. Now you're trying to manipulate, because she understands most black girls have been through some serious injustice. Do you understand what I'm saying? So once you touch on the black thing, she knows it's gonna. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, I didn't like that. I think, why are you manipulating people? Because it's got nothing to do with being a black woman. Do you know what I'm saying? So don't try and draw for the black card. I've just literally reposted nothing. So another thing, I said, okay, cool. Other blogs, I got it. I've taken it down. Why are you only drawing for my blog? Again, her ideology with me, I feel she's always trying to drag men down. Do you understand? Always trying to bring men down. Why are you targeting, singly targeting my blog? It's been up on other blogs for hours. You haven't said nothing.
Yeah.
You're only talking about Madeyouthink. So that's one. And then number two, this is the last straw. This is when I thought, you know what? This girl, she's trying to take the piss. She's told her followers, it's stupid anyway, because nothing was going to happen. He's taking it down anyway. You lot report his page anyway. So I'm thinking, okay, hang on a minute. The post is gone. But you're telling your followers to, first of all, you can't report anything because at the end of the day, nothing's illegal anyway. You're a public figure, you got a blue tick. There's no legal things saying I can't even repost your tweets. Even if I repost your tweets now, nothing can happen. You understand what I'm saying? So that's stupid anyway. And then number two is that the post is done and you're saying, you're telling your followers to report my thingy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, still go and report his page. But whilst I'm thinking, this was my issue here. I'm thinking, this is the issue here. It's like, there's a small minority of girls, yeah? And it's not low because most girls, they're cool. Do you understand? They're cool. But there's a small minority of girls, they're like, they push some toxic stuff out there, yeah?
Yeah.
Once you hold them accountable, straight, black girl, you're trying to drag a black girl down, he's trying to do this. No, sis, no. If made you think me, I say something mad, yeah? I end up on another blog, I'm not going to go to mental health, scream mental health straight away. I need to be held accountable. If I say something mad, and this is my point, and she's like saying, oh, it's only a tweet. I mean, it's a song lyric. Here my point is, yeah, if an Asian rapper, so a big Asian rapper, Pac-Man or something like that, yeah, if he retweets a rap lyric with nigga on it as a tweet, yeah,
shout out Pac-Man.
Yeah, say for example, shout him out, but say he retweeted a rap lyric with nigga on it, or white rapper, or H, with nigga on it as a tweet. You're going to get dragged on the blogs, right? You're going to be held accountable, right? You're going to be held. So why now, when you've been held accountable for something you've posted that's a tad bit irresponsible in the current climate we're in, even if you do believe that, yeah, in the current climate, because you knew it was wrong, that's why you have to take it down straight away. If you didn't think you would have stuck with you on your chest, say, that's how I believe, this is what I believe, what? Do you know what I'm saying? You've asked you to take it down, you've run to mental health straight away, then you've run to saying, he's posting it for me to get a black guy. I'm only reposting what you've reposted. And then that's what I said, there's a small minority of people that don't want to be held accountable. They want to do whatever they want. And on top of that, sorry, quickly, last thing I'll say, and it's when a man speaks up, and this is what I don't like here, I'm going to say these are the issues. When a man does speak up, is he hates women, or he's trying to drag a black girl down, these kind of things, and then they will try another angle. This is the avenue I didn't like. On top of that, so I'm triggered. I am triggered because me, I'm not a selfish person. Thank God, this last year I've been good. Thank God, I've been good. But I'm conscious of what other people are going through. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm conscious of everything else, what everyone else. Just because I'm good doesn't mean I don't. So when I'm reacting, I'm triggered. The first thing they do is they say, "Oh, he's triggered. He must be the broke guy. He must be the broke guy." And laugh. And the thing is, and this is what happens. Look, most guys don't want to go for that embarrassment. They don't want bare girls laughing at it and saying, "Oh, he's broke. Oh, he's triggered." I'm a sort of guy. Yeah, I stand up. I don't care. Like you're gonna laugh and we'll say he's broke or he's triggered. I'm gonna say yes, I am triggered. I'm triggered for my people and I'm gonna stand for my people. Do you understand what I'm saying? 100. You're not gonna silence me and try and shame me. And this is the problem. And I speak a few guys I've spoken to. They're like, "Oh, it's a girl. You know what? He's leaving." I said, "This is what's wrong. When every time you leave it, you're not holding people accountable. People are gonna keep getting away with these kind of things. At what point do we turn around and say that's not good? And it's not even a woman thing, even a guy." At what point do we say this is no, we're not going to do that? And this is what I'm saying. It's like, sir, I'm talking too much. Just
no, you're breaking it down.
Talk. I want you to fully express yourself.
So what I feel like as well, where the current climate is, which what I feel like is like, for example, this is why I love you lot's podcast. It's like it's a safe for men. It's a and the thing is with you lot is it's so balanced. So you will call up the mandem when they're in the wrong. You will speak on the baby fathers, go and visit. It's healthy, and I'm for that as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? So with me, it's like, this is what I find, that this from just looking at the whole thing, I feel like there's so many blogs for females where they can have their say, where they can like, say if a man did, I think that some rapper beat up his woman or something like that, he's been held accountable, rightly so, on all them blogs. They're dragging him. Do you know what I'm saying? When anyone does madness, they dragged on them female blogs, rightly so. Rightly so.
Absolutely.
Rightly so. But this is what happens is now, when it's the opposite, now, so this is where I feel the world is right now with a minority, again, not every girl, minority of girls. It's like, when now it's the opposite, when now men want to put the foot down and say, yo, you can't be doing this, yeah, because we got young girls and that. You can't do the minute down, he hates girls, he's this. And it's almost like I said, and she proved it in her action. It's almost like they want to do what they want to do and they do not want to be held accountable, regardless of the position. And on top of that as well, if a man speaks up, they want to silence him. So that's, for example, look, because of Madeyouthink, look, she didn't talk about any other blog. If it was a mental health thing for real, that was a mental health thing. She would have said about every other blog. What I'm saying, wait, let me finish. It's just it was just Madeyouthink, and on top of that, is like he's deleted it, still report his account. So what's the real agenda here? The real agenda is you want to silence me because I'm a threat to your ideologies. I'm a threat to your ideology because I'm a safe space for men. you understand?
And also, we like made you think. When I started following Made You Think, it was like a man's page.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Men's
From
mag.
early doors, 'cause I've been following around from early.
mag.
It was a man's page, like obviously 360 TV, all of them things. It was just one of them things that man could go on there and see man issue, like man's things in it. So which I felt like was needed and is still needed. A page like that. Do you get what I mean? But because of your success and how well it's gone, a lot of women do tune into your page, innit? So it's one of them things. But you haven't steered away from that.
Yeah.
Do you get me? But you know, like, can I talk on it? Yeah. But it's like, it's mad because it's funny that this is the subject or what's come to the table, because two things happened today. Two things I see today in one conversation I had, based on what you're saying. Yeah. One was I watched about a guy. It was an American podcast. I see it on the gram, and it was basically the guy was saying that in relationships and that now, it's like men ain't allowed to express themselves in a way that ain't allowed to express themselves in a certain way, that if they do express themselves in a relationship or say certain things about how their female partner's behaving or what's going on, it comes across as like being narcissistic, or all them kind of names start to pop up. But then yet women are still allowed to kind of conduct themselves in certain ways and get away with it, and it's like seemed as girl power, or you know, if like one of the things he said was, if a woman's going through problems in her relationship, you know, it's like the girls, we're here for you, sis. But then as soon as a man's like moaning about his girl or saying certain things that need to happen about that, it's like a man up thing, or like you need to do this or do that. It's like, and the second thing that I saw, the second conversation I had was when I rang my friend. I was chatting to her, and she was basically watching Celebrities Go Dating. And basically, when she was watching Celebrities Go Dating, she said that the girls were chatting about the size of a man's penis and that, innit? Yeah, like chatting about, I can't have no small dick, man, da. And this is a girl that's telling me about it, and she's saying it kind of frustrated her, because if the shoe was on the other foot, and that was man them on TV, like it was like the guys that were doing Celebrity Come Dating chatting about pussy can't come baggy and rare tear, my girl needs to be this and that, then it would be a whole different
let me make a point about
story.
That.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me make a point about that. Even in the midst of that, we had a private DM, You've gone on public platform. The first thing she goes, that bastard, she's gone, that bastard. I'm thinking, hang on a minute. If I had gone on my platform now, because me and her got about over 200k, and said that effing bitch. Let's just say, for example, I went on my platform from a private conversation, that effing bitch. Everyone will say like, "Raw, you're bugging out. Are you talking about that girl?"
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's a real fact.
So it's like, but then she can turn around and say, that bastard, and the other thing about that repercussion, it's like, if a guy says it now, and then let's just say I see that guy later on, and me and that guy get into it, everyone will say, you know what, Made You Think was kind of in his right. My man did start saying bastard and that. Now as a girl, she can't be held. It's okay. She can just call me all sorts of names, and it's okay. And there's no repercussion. Everyone just gets on with it. Yeah, it's all of that, bro. You know what it is? I just believe like for young men and young girls as well. Do you know what I'm saying? The thing is as well, it's not a thing where like for young girls as well. There's a way, like even men, me included. There's a way you must conduct. Like Pounds has the average. Even you, Doug. If I do some mad stuff, there's people that I've built a relationship with, outside of the blog. If I act anything that's not accordingly, man will call me. Man will call me, understandably. And like I said, because I'm Made You Think's kind of a bit of a name, if I end up on a big blog for some shit that I've done, I'm not gonna go to mental health, bro. Like shaming's healthy as well. Do you know what it is? I don't believe in cancelling, because I believe everyone needs a certain chance, unless you do some complete madness. But I believe shaming is healthy sometimes. And man can't run to mental health. Sometimes you need to be shamed. The village.
I wouldn't say it's shaming, but I'd say like accountability. Especially where I think if you're on social media, like platforms like this, and like yourself, and like by the sounds of the platform she's got, it's gonna be like social accountability. Like it's gonna go out there, innit? So it's gonna be out there to the world to see it. So you gotta kind of take that accountability and know that everyone's gonna have to see.
And the most fucked up thing about it as well is that, okay, she's asked me in the past to post her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's cool when it suits you. I haven't charged her. She's asked me in the past to post it. They had another show. I was posted it before, so it was cool. But the minute it doesn't suit your narrative, then now you go. Why didn't you go public? So why didn't you go public? When I posted you in the past and I didn't charge you, why didn't you go and tell your followers publicly? And if this is a guy that hates black women, yeah, like you're saying, why didn't you go and tell your why wasn't you public then? Why didn't you say thank him? Why didn't you say thank you, made you think folks? No, but when he said issue, now it's time to drag me down, you want to go public. You understand? So it's mad.
I feel you. So I was gonna ask you that. Did you have, if you two had any
No,
form of relationship?
you know, we were like an internet relationship. Like I said, she's doing her thing. She's a girl with a platform at first.
But you were good.
Yeah.
You would interact.
She's a sister. Yeah, she's a sister doing her thing. And like I said, I'm like, yo, big up. But then over time, I'll just see. You know, when you just keep seeing tweets, and I just said, you know what? I don't like this girl's ideologies. I don't like what this girl stands for, which is okay. Which is okay in life. Sometimes in life, someone might not like my ideologies. We don't all have to be best friends. It's not about dragging people down, but sometimes what you're doing, you stands for. That's not me, and I don't like you, and that's okay. That's okay. Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But yeah.
All right. So that I've kind of got it right from what we're gathering.
Yeah.
It started from her tweet.
Yeah.
Broke man don't deserve pussy. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
You've retweeted it.
Yeah.
You've
Reposted it, sorry.
You've reposted it. Said
Yeah,
protect black man's mental health.
Yeah.
Then she said,
This is fair
take
enough
it down.
still.
Yeah.
Asked you to take it down.
That's all you said.
What's that? Yeah, I put the face. Yeah, I never spoke about her. And if I said we must protect black man's mental health.
Bugging.
Yeah. But she knew, you know what? She knew she. You know what it is? Bro, she follows Madeyouthink up to
Yes.
now, so she knew what the reaction was going to be on Madeyouthink.
That's
and
why
she
she
didn't
acquired
want to
you
be held
first.
accountable for
But
that.
then I don't see
in her
like.
safe space where she put the tweet out.
Yeah.
She knew it was safe for her to
Yeah,
put it there.
yeah,
She got
yeah.
the love that she wanted. The 90%, 98% will be on her side.
Yeah.
Okay, but now it's got a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And this is the problem that we have in now is that because it's like people have platforms, people say what they want to say on their platforms. When that spills out into other platforms, it's not a comfortable feeling. But you have to be accountable for the words that you put out there. Plus, I also, what you did, I kind of agree with what you did. I don't know the girl, so I'm speaking from a neutral point of view. So I don't want no one to catch any feelings like man's drilling. But I feel that whole thing about broke boys don't deserve pussy, that don't really sit right with man because not everyone's out here got it together. Everyone deserves someone to love. Do you get what I'm saying? Like in that sense, you know what I mean? Like everyone deserves somebody.
If you're aspiring to be a doctor, aspiring to be a lawyer right now, yeah, you're qualifying. You haven't got the money, but you're doing. We're not talking about people that are not ambition and not doing nothing. We're talking about there's men out here like you're trying to be a doctor or you're going to law school, yeah. So you haven't got the finance together, but you're a good man. You're doing your thing in your field, innit? But you haven't qualified yet. Do you not deserve love?
Yeah, come on. And also like what we spoke about.
And then on top, prostitution. You're like young girls. Are we teaching young girls now the only way to value a man is in his pockets? And this is what happens now. It's a dangerous territory you're playing with because what happens is now you have men that treat girls like shit. But as long as you got the bag, you're teaching them. That's
Put up with
acceptable.
the bullshit.
Yeah, you're not actually.
We've spoken about this on previous
This is not. But this is what I'm saying about false prophet. You're not teaching people like, yo, like. Does he value you? Does he treat you? Does he give you his time? Does he do this? Bro, it's toxic, man. Still, seriously, like, it's toxic still.
All right. I've listened to everything and taking it in and kind of weighing it up. What I'd say is looking at it, listening to the whole setup and the situation. It goes back to what I said the other day. And I'm going to keep saying this now and then because I think people need to learn to exhibit it a lot more. These two words, impulse control. What we need to understand, this is me outside looking in. Oloni. She fucked up. She's not a politician, and she's not. She probably ain't got degrees in this, that, and the third. She's a girl that's landed herself in a position where she has a mass following. You understand what I'm saying? And she'll front it. I don't know you, so I'm not making no judgment. She'll front it and she'll carry herself a certain way. But at the end of the day, she's a girl with a platform that's just talking. And with Twitter, as we've seen time and again with footballers,
Wiley.
this, that, the other, actors, people make mistakes that they regret.
On Twitter.
Now, she fucked up.
Yeah.
Her asking you to take it down means she knows she's fucked up. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, that's why I say impulse control. Her impulse control should have made her maybe think. You've held the mirror up at it and she looked in and thought, no, take this down. And I get what you're saying. You've put it out there to your 250,000 followers. Like, I'm just doing what I do. on your side of impulse control, you're the big man. You understand what I'm saying to you? You're the big man. All right, you want me to take it down? I'll take it down. You already know. You've kind of said already. You've got in your mind, you've got an understanding of how she is as a person, as an individual. So maybe you could have just dealt with it a little different. That didn't. But I know, man.
Do you know why though, Pounds? And that's why I love it. See how you have me accountable. See why I love that. You see what that man's holding me accountable. This is not no bias platform.
No. I'll never do bias. I'll keep it.
I love it. But do you know why though?
I'll keep it
Do you know why I've done that? I want again. Remember me. I'm not a rude. Like most people that deal with me will tell you I'm not a rude person. Most people that ask me to take things down will tell you I respectfully take it down. As long as I ask respectfully, I'll take it down. But do you know why? Because I wanted to hold the individual accountable. Because I'd seen so much of stuff, and I was like, it's always dragging men down. So you're right when you're saying you're the big man, but at some point it's like
that's cool then. So that means that
I
yours isn't a mistake. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Yeah, I intentionally done it.
So when you were doing it, you must have been known they're gonna come for you.
Do you know it's no?
You must have known them. She's got a following. They're gonna come for you.
No. I knew she would be angry, and that was my point. To get at her, it was because also it's like, how dare you say this in such a climate? How dare you try and put pressure on people like this in such a climate? And again, it's not just boys, it's girls. There's some people like you don't understand. Like I'm hearing this one's trying to jump off the roof. Like there's people going through things.
I think it's people are going through things. That's why I say she fucked up.
Yeah. So with me,
me,
it's more how dare you?
Yeah.
And then the reason why I was even angry from the jump, her first message is like, you know my mental health, and it's like. The selfishness. How dare you speak up mental health after you've posted that tweet?
All right, but I'm asking you this.
Yeah.
I'm asking you. You can say it, you can reply however you want.
Yeah.
As the big man.
Yeah.
Man couldn't have hit her on a private thing and schooled her and said, listen.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm asking you. You can say. I'm just asking you.
Again, I love this.
I'm asking.
Again, that was an option for me because again, if look at it from my position, yeah. I leave something like that go out there, yeah. You get bare child, it's gonna be like period, ha. It's called broke shaming, yeah. Shaming all these guys on all these female platforms again. If I don't speak up for these kind of things, for example, who's gonna protect this young boy somewhere to let him know that it's okay, that you're not, it's okay. So with me, it's like this is not something I can hit up privately. It's something I'm gonna bring publicly, and we're gonna address this publicly because at the end of the day, and also as well, all this broke shaming. How much have we all got to be broke shaming? Like, not even trying to get onto her pockets, because she's done very well for herself. Bigger her up. Like I said, we're not here to. One thing is, we're not here to. We're gonna hold her accountable.
But then also at the same time, let's say man was on your platform, and you're saying broke bitches shouldn't get no dick. Or something like that.
Oh, you're finished.
You're finished. So it's like, I get why we have to kind of start pulling these things, because it's like even like in the She Only Wants to Date Drug Dealers episode that we put out, we spoke on these things and the effects that it has on men to have to kind of go above and beyond to do more to kind of have peace. Because like, so I feel like deeply what you did was the right thing. Maybe how you went about dealing with her was maybe, but then also
that's the only. Now what you did, I'm not questioning.
Yeah. But then he already knew though.
Man, say again,
because it's like you said.
You knew. You was ready for.
Because this is the thing. Some women you can't talk to them.
Yeah.
Some people you can't chat to, and you know, no matter however you address it, it's even like I feel. I don't know the girl, but I just feel from what you're saying, had you maybe pulled her up on it, it would have got this way anyway.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you get me. Because some people, she's got a big platform. She's doing her thing. You can't tell her nothing. She's an independent.
And that's what I'm saying.
You get me?
I'll give you an example. See, like ZZ Mills, and Lin May, because they spoke on it as well. That same situation, right? The reason why I don't always agree with them, though, but the reason why I kind of like them girls, is because they're trying to bring a bit of balance. So what it is sometimes, for example, that Oloni thing, they went at it. They say it's prostitution. If you're talking about
you have to bear in mind with me when I'm saying these things.
You don't know,
know nothing about Oloni, blood. I'm just trying to get to grips with the situation.
I don't even know. I don't know nothing about.
I don't know nothing about. I'm aware of who she is. Like in my I've seen, but I'm not aware of nothing.
I don't even know what she looks like.
I'm just so it's the best. Yeah, but that's
that's
probably the best.
That's the first time I've heard of her.
You know what?
It's the first time I've heard of her.
What I'm gonna do as a fair person as well. I'm not gonna demonize her. Shall I tell you why? Because I don't know enough about her in terms of like, because some girl hit me up and say, you know what? On her podcast, and I never listened to her podcast. So I'm not on Twitter. So there's certain things I'm not gonna fully demonize her.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it's demonizing her even then, because all we can go off is
I only go what I see on Twitter.
I can only go off of the tweet.
I only see her tweets and comments on. I only see her tweets and Shaybra on. I only go by from what I've seen the tweets that Shaybra repost or her comments that she repost, and a lot of times is to bring men down yeah, talk down on man. It's just always, do you know what it is? You can be female empowerment. That's dope. There's women that like that, but not at the point when you're trying to drag them down. And on top of that, not when you're manipulating your audience. Because when you go to your audience and say, "Oh, he's trying to drag a black woman down because I'm trying to hold you accountable," you're now manipulating your audience.
You can't say he's trying to drag a black woman down and then you're using your 250 whatever thousand followers she's got to drag a black man down. That's hypocritical. Yeah, she needs to if that's the route that she's taking, then she's being a hypocrite to herself because you've got a platform with what, 250,000. She's got a platform with what, 250,000, more or less. You can never tell me that you hate black women because you've got about 4 or 5 shows with a bag of black women.
Brother, you know that night I was working with black girls, paying a black woman.
Got black, but
that same night that was going on.
See those kind of things. Yeah. They don't even need to be said.
You know what?
You know, like that, because it does need to be said for those that don't know. But when I say it doesn't need to be said, it's because
we know.
You're doing what you're doing. You're not gonna have to prove it to no one. Like it's there. It's plain to see what's going on. You put that work in, and you work with all races of people. You understand?
Definitely.
So that whole this guy don't like black women thing. That is old. It's dead. I don't even want to hear all of that shit, really and truly, because you know what it is? I would probably bet. I don't know, but I'd probably bet if she's black. What's her heritage? Caribbean, African? What's her heritage?
I think she's Nigerian still.
Right, Nigerian.
No, I don't think she is Nigerian.
She's Nigerian. I'd feel comfortable to bet her parents are religious people. Church background. Like yourself, like myself, like probably everyone else knew, and 90% of black people brought up a certain way. When we was going to church and Sunday school, we was getting taught love. We weren't getting taught nothing about no race this, race that. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I wouldn't even be throwing that narrative into the agenda of our, because I don't think you're thinking like that. We're trying to move forward past that kind of thinking. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, man.
When we're not doing all the division stuff. We're just dealing with people now, innit? We're just dealing with people.
And we just come from this Black Lives Matter thing. And
just come from it.
And now
so
we're back on it again.
And
then also, it's all and it rolls into colorism. It rolls into so many
I was coming to
things.
that.
Do you get what I'm saying?
The colorism thing and all of that kind of stuff. So
black people can't keep tearing down black people.
You can't just keep doing that. You can't keep, like, my thing is, you've got a 250,000 platform. She's got a 250,000 platform. If anything, and we're all coming from a struggle of some way, shape, or form where the odds are against us anyway, where we're gonna have to work 5 times, 10 times as hard. You understand? So therefore, surely we should be making affiliations and affiliate networks where we're propping each other up. You understand? So.
Which is what I've done in the past. No,
you have. But
you're
30.
I'm not gonna lie. You're 30. You've already said. You've promoted when she's asked you to promote this, that, that.
Plus,
other.
what you did was there was nothing wrong in what you did. So, like, really and truly,
you didn't do anything that Shadeborough didn't do.
It's just
you
where
didn't do anything that any of the other platforms didn't.
And some of them other platforms are the ones
I feel
that
it
can
sounds
be killer for it.
It sounds a little personal. It sounds a little personal.
I started dragging men down.
Yes,
and men can't speak up. This is what I'm trying to say to you. See me, I'm a deep man. I look at the deepness of everything. So again, like I said to you, it's a minority of women. For some reason, I don't know if you know it is as well, yeah. Men we've fucked up as well a lot in our past, you get it? So a lot of men have hurt a lot of women, yeah. A lot of men have hurt a lot of women, done shit. Or women I've seen, for example, some women come from good homes, like mummy be done everything right, and then daddy done shit. Do you understand? So some women, they just now carry that like fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I also understand. I also understand these girls. Do you understand what I'm saying? But so the problem with some people like that now, they carry it and now they're just on a tip where like. They're just crushing men down. Do you know what I'm saying? Any man in their way, they just crush them.
But even like the same thing like that, men are crushing them and they're on crushing man. But then you also get a majority of men that play up or they see like, oh, I don't want to fuck with no broke man, this, that. But then you got man that got money that still behave in ways to condone the behavior. Like when they're chucking money at the situation. So these girls are seeing that some girls are getting away with having that attitude and still being able to fuck with certain man that kind of condone the attitude. Do you get what I'm saying?
Listen,
you know what I mean?
It was a good G check. You gave her a G check and it wasn't a bad one. It was a good G check. But that's why I say she knows she fucked up slightly. From the moment she said, "Can you take that down?" She's waving the white flag. I fucked up. I fucked up. Because you know me, I stand on it. If it's me, I say something, I'm standing on it. And if I'm not, I'm gonna say I fucked up there. But what she wants to do in the instance is she's trying to be wrong. Yeah, trying to be wrong and strong. Basically, she's trying to be in the wrong, still carry it true, get you to remove it, and then just slide off like nothing happened. But you've called it on. You've been like,
you know, and that's you see me. That's why I believe in certain things. I believe in as a leader, certain things. When you're trying to do leadership in that, like I said, I think of all these young men. Like I generally think of other people. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like sometimes, like I said, with me, I see her as one of the leaders of that movement. Do you understand? So that's why this one, I said, you know what? This one, I'm rising to it. Because not like I could have just let it slide, but I said, no, this one, I'm rising to it. I'm hitting it head on, and I'm gonna speak. So young boys understand. Listen. Like you're cool. See, right now you have no control of certain things. Don't stress yourself too much.
Yeah, come on.
Just do the right things. With your time, we're doing a lot better.
That's what this platform does. Go on, Doug. You speak.
And I was gonna say, as leaders, like you're saying, she's a leader of a certain movement. As leaders, we have to be careful where we're leading our people as well.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because 2 years from now, 3 years from now, these certain women that might and certain guys that have a certain attitude about things or a certain ideology, that ideology can backfire and fuck you over, and before you know it, you're 5 years down the line, you're a 35-year-old woman, you're a 30-year-old woman, you're a 40-year-old woman, where you're carrying these ideologies and carrying on, and now you're lonely
and pushing these narratives
and you're a lonely woman, because I feel like even the way having conversations with men, like, and how men are thinking, men are starting to change the way that they look at certain things and certain women.
She made a mistake.
Yeah, man.
She and it won't be her last one, because she's controlling the Twitter and this, that, the other. What I'm aware of in this is, I don't want it to appear like we're in this room. Like, you understand what I'm saying to you? So you haven't said anything yet. Well, I'm saying nah, AP. Yet. Like you're wrong there. The only thing I said to you is what you couldn't hit up privately, and you slightly poked the bear. You knew what you was doing.
I knew what I was doing.
You knew what you was doing.
I
you
know.
poked
like
the
I said,
bear.
I said that.
You know them ones? Like you knew what you knew. Like she'll go. You know, like that. So when you do that, it's up to you. Like I say, like right, you poke the bear, so everyone complains about the shot, but no one saw the slap. You slapped her, innit? Then she's let off the shots of like. Girl's you gotta know it's coming. You know she's gonna. What else?
You know what's gonna.
Also, when you use your platform to kind of bring people down, it's a dangerous game. You got big platforms, and you shouldn't use your platform to kind of drag a man. Like, no, I'm not saying yourself, because your platform.
No, but even
what
me,
you did wasn't wrong.
Sometimes I fuck up. Sometimes even me, my platform.
But you fuck up sometimes.
What I'm
I've
saying
seen you
is
fuck
that-
up sometimes.
Sometimes I fuck up as well. Do you get what I'm saying?
It happens.
And but what I'm
We
saying
all do.
is,
It's human nature.
if someone pulls me up for fucking up, trust me, I believe you got to operate from a place of humility. The minute you stop operating from a place of humility, you're playing dangerous waters. Because what's gonna happen is you're just gonna be head wrong and strong, and then one day you're gonna fall hard. You're gonna fall hard.
And people need to understand as well, you're not bigger than the game.
Yeah, you're not.
Like, we're just all here living, going through the motions. One day you can be up, and the next day, the way that this generation cancel people, everything taken away. So sometimes you have to be self-aware of what you're putting out there and what you're saying and what you're doing.
Sometimes you have to come and express yourself like what you're doing now. Yeah. Because that's 200,000 people, you said.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people
that might not know you well, and the picture's getting painted as well, you said that you hate black women.
I'm trying to bring down I'm trying to bring down the black woman.
So you need to air that out.
Yeah, that's what I'm not doing that slide.
You have to I understand. I know, that's why when we spoke and he called me, I was like, well, you need to express yourself and let me know, because not everyone's gonna know what I know. Or what Doug knows, or for all the people that you employ or give opportunities to, or how many, you understand how many black women you give opportunities to. But we really got to stop all of this black narrative. Like it's encouraging the colorism, man. I'm not really with all of that.
And
we've got to stop that. Now we've got to stop that, because in a racist eyes, whether you're the lightest or the darkest,
you're still a black person.
You know, the only thing I'll say with that is like, the thing with me, with all that kind of stuff is, if it's really that, say for example, there is some injustice, then we have to address that as well. If it's really, but the point I'm saying is that it's dangerous, and it's very dangerous what the waters when people just use it for anything. That's when I agree we've got to stop it, because it's dangerous, because then when some real injustice happening to a black woman and she speaks up, she's diluted it.
Yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And even mental health. Look at the first thing she said, mental health.
Yes.
So
but then because you already seen the platform, you're not even buying into that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas the next man that don't know, like,
bro,
and then hear it, be like,
bro,
okay, you know what, mental health, but you're already thinking, right,
Bro,
you're using that,
bro.
you're using that on the next thing to kind force the issue of me taking it down, which I
Bro,
was
if
gonna
I'm
do
broke
anyway.
shaming, if I'm broke shaming people, on my 200k platform, and then someone holds me accountable for it, I can't scream mental health, bro.
Here's a thing, though. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
Here's a thing. Because of what I've just said. And I have to clarify this because she might try to spin it on me. And I have to be right down the middle. Bam.
Yeah.
She said broke man don't deserve pussy. Yeah?
Yeah.
She didn't say broke black man don't deserve pussy.
No, she didn't do that.
And you said protect black man.
Yeah, no. You know what? Yeah, men. To be fair, no.
I'm quoting you correctly though, right?
Yeah. No, wait.
You see what I'm saying?
To be fair, no, wait.
Yeah, just laughing because that's kind of a bullet point. I've got to stay in the middle because I was about to get on and say you shouldn't have said black woman, but maybe she's saying it as a counter because you've said protect black men. I know her following is probably aimed at 90%.
That's what I was gonna say.
You'd be surprised.
But you see what she didn't actually say it.
Let me counteract that.
Go
First
ahead.
and foremost, both our demographics, predominantly our demographic, Shaybro, it's an urban demographic. So more time I'm talking to more time, it's black men are gonna see this. That's what I'm saying, protect black men. But then, if you see, in this tape, someone could go back on it, I've said, where we are currently in the climate, it's not just applied to men. I've said it as well. I have said, there's a lot of women stressing right now. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not the time to broke shame anybody. But you know what it is? I read a lot of
because there's a lot of broke people out there. Full stop.
I read a lot of so I've got daily routines, innit? So I consume a lot of business content.
Yes.
So I consume like financial type, different things.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
I consume daily, so I kind of get a more understanding of what's going on worldwide, and I understand how much so many industries have been affected from this pandemic.
Massive.
So many industries, yeah. So I understand that the pressures, like the real life pressures people are going through. Like, and because I consume this every day, I'm constantly seeing, this industry, and then this industry is going through this industry.
Yes.
So these kind of things there, I don't take it like, it's like, yo, this ain't the time for this, you know? And like I said, it's not just men. There's a lot of women. Women function on stability, you know that, innit, yeah? Imagine being a woman now. Like, stability's gone. You don't know what's next. You don't know you don't even know what career to try next, man. Like, you're stuck in, listen as well. There's people going through heartbreak. When you go through heartbreak, usually what helps you heal is you go out, you rave, you get your mind off things. You do things to get your mind off, go to the gym. Now you're stuck in the house. So imagine if you're going for like heartbreak. Imagine you're broke, stuck in the house. You've lost your job, stuck in the house. Your mum's lost her job, stuck in the house.
These aren't the times to be saying broke man don't deserve no pussy.
That tweet.
These are the times to be saying
don't know how much that pussy
This is what I'm saying. And this,
Definitely not.
This shows you. Listen, this is what I'm trying to say to you.
Words are powerful.
Fortunately, the pandemic hasn't affected my work is online. Yeah, fortunately, yeah. And this is what I'm saying. I'm not a selfish person. This is not me.
One of my businesses has been closed for 6 months, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying? This is not like, do you know what I'm saying? This is like, just even with me, I'm not gonna lie, it's highlighting me. Like, I must try and uplift right now. We must try and give hope. Like, you lot done an episode.
Definitely.
You lot done an episode. Like, I love it. Simple things like you like, boom, go for a walk sometimes. Like little things like that. You lot are trying to.
These are the times.
These are the times because this is a hard time, and like I was just saying, words are powerful.
Positivity is the key right now.
Things people say, people don't understand how, like, especially when you're in a position of power and your words carry weight. Yeah, the things you say are dangerous. Words are powerful. So it's like when you're saying things like that, you might not see the actual person it affects because you just put it out there. But then even sometimes you have people off of the back of episodes that we've put out message, man, and it's like someone from any walks of life, and then you know what you did the other day or what you lot said in your thing affected man in such a way. So much of that. You get what I'm saying?
Can I ask when? Because again, I say I don't know.
Yeah.
When she's tweeting, is she tweeting with a certain level of looking shock factor, or is she tweeting like motivational, or what is it? Is she trying to stir the pot? Like sometimes,
is it
like not just that particular tweet? I'm saying in her. Oh, you don't follow?
No, but I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm asking?
But I'll feel that if you've got 250,000 women.
No, let me say something. I'll say this though. That tweet is in line with what other tweets I've seen of her in the past, basically. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like this is a random thing from a random person. That tweet's in line with a lot of things like I said. Look at her action. Look at her action. Get this account, report this account.
Yeah, that's some fucked up shit.
So this is what I'm saying. Her action is to drag men down.
Let's not do that. She shouldn't be doing that.
That's what I'm saying. So
and listen, let me be clear. she's welcome to come on if she wants to express herself.
And I think she should.
This ain't no bashing platform, and we're not trying to.
You can't silence people.
I don't want. I'm gonna keep emphasizing this because, like we just said, see, one thing I always say, yeah, like what I spoke about in the beginning when I was talking on myself. To the outside world looking in, it's the same P, this, that, the other, and it was the same P. Nothing would have changed. Do you understand what I'm saying? Everything is. I didn't miss a step. I didn't miss a flipping. I didn't miss a bill in my house. I didn't miss a payment or nothing. I don't miss a beat. You see what I'm saying? That's for me personally. But you don't know what anyone's going on. So I say, I don't know what she might have going on behind closed doors. So with that said, I just say that if she wants to come and express herself, this, that, other, we're not bashing. We're speaking from a place of trying to move her thing forward as well. And just see where we can all kind of move the thing forward in general. And accountability is a big part of growth.
100%.
So where a man's saying, like, you're saying these things, it was wrong, way wrong. In this climate to be saying about broke man don't deserve no pussy, unless you're just saying it and you're fugging it and saying, well, I said it.
Or
fuck that.
clickbaiting it.
That's why I said, what's her personality? Is it clickbait? If it's clickbait, then it's clickbait. And if it's, that's how I feel, fuck you, then that's how I feel, fuck you.
You have to stand on that. You have to stand on
Because she said,
that.
take it down, that's why I know she knows she fucked up. But the mistake I say she made is she's doubled down on it and then tried to go at you on a personal level, you know, but that can be just the lack of maturity.
Yeah.
You understand?
People get fucked up by the social media thing.
Yeah.
The social media thing, don't let it
respect
fuck
to
up
you
your
though.
head. Yeah.
Because you show maturity. Because you could have gone on your platform on some memes, bullshit, on some this girl's that, this, the other. Man didn't do that. Man rang me and just said, boy, this is the situation. I'm getting dragged. You know me.
No, I was going to act on impulse, but Pounds spoke sense to me. I was going to act. I was going to
I
act.
saw
you're
a
gonna
post.
do that shit?
No.
Okay,
I saw
I
a
spoke
post.
too soon.
No, but I can't lie. No, wait.
But respect for man listening to me still.
I saw a post, but I didn't understand. I saw a post.
You don't understand the context.
But I didn't understand the context, and I think also you coming on here like what Pan says, like to alliterate that is like we don't know the person, we don't know nothing. I don't even know what she looks like. I don't know her platform. I don't know anything about it. So all I can do is talk from what I'm hearing and how it sounds and what's going on. Do you get what I'm saying? And give an honest opinion about the situation. Do you get what I'm saying? So no one can't come and
I
say
think that's the best way.
But it is. I love it. That's why I love the topics and that. Yeah.
And I said to you, yeah, boom. AP's wants to come in, or we're gonna come with AP. I didn't give you too much background.
No.
Because I needed to hear it myself.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be genuine. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know, you want it to be genuine. That's one thing he said to me. He said to me on the phone, he goes, I don't want man to be biased. I don't want man to be on my side. I don't want none. I'm just coming to express because one thing, he said to me clearly, he said, one thing I'm not going to accept is people telling me that I don't love my people and my colour and my race. He was vexed. He was saying to me, you don't know how much that offends me.
And
he's like, I employ, so I know. I said, you don't have to tell me.
Yeah.
But that was the main thing. And I understand because no one would want that to be said.
Yeah,
when your relatives are black and you're this, that, and we're black men. So I understood how he felt.
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, come and talk it. But with that said, I'll just, like I said, because this man them in the room and we've been talking on it for a minute, I just give her that, I give that bit of leeway of just, you just got it wrong, innit?
Do you know what? What you're doing is why. At the end of the day, and this is why I fuck with you. You can G-check people, but sometimes you got to G-check from a place of love. From a place, as a big man, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's G-checking her with care. You're talking to her with...
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
because you see the thing with me, yeah? Unless you show me a reason not to, especially with women.
Yeah.
I G-check you neatly and you can't handle how my you understand what I'm saying to you? So it's best I just kind of, I give you the benefit of the doubt. We make mistakes. You're in a position where you've got 250,000 or whatever
Like,
people.
come
and
on,
whatever,
use that to a positive. Like, obviously, I hear that you want to empower the women, but the
That's
message
why I asked, is that
we have to be careful of the messages that we're
Listen,
putting out there to people, man.
She's found a lane. Do you know what her lane is? That's what I'm saying. We have a different ideology. That's what I said. Me and her was bound to, because what we stand for, was bound to collide at some point. It was bound to happen. Her thing is, she's found a gap in the market of a lot of disgruntled women, and she's she's like I said, she's
Like
to
angry
me,
bitches.
again,
she's captivated them.
I don't want to.
You
Again,
know,
I don't
like
want to. I don't want to talk down on her, but I feel like she's a false prophet for them. Again, that's my
You
opinion.
say
Not
she's
saying
a poster child for the
not,
angry
yeah,
woman.
not saying.
the angry woman.
Yeah, not
She's the poster
saying
child for
I'm
angry
right.
woman.
Not saying I'm right. I feel like she's because you know what it is, yeah. I think the thing is with me, yeah. Everything you got to prophesy, yeah, is like you got to live it. So I feel like a lot of things you lot give advice on, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. For example, like the episodes I watched recently now, yeah. Pounds is talking about fathers being there. Pounds is talking about spending time with his son. This, that, not missing. You're talking about dating a woman and you've spoken on past episode that had a child, and you know what I'm saying? You handled your business. So I'm saying is, it's not false prophesizing. When you're talking about going through your down times and then switching and then getting a job, you're not false prophesizing. Everything you're talking about, you've actually lived it. Now, this is the only thing I feel like it's scary for these girls sometimes. I feel like, look at your prophet. And again, your prophet's the same one, because I've tried to G-check, has gone and said, I'm trying to drag a black woman, and this is who you prophet.
Like, half of these,
Yeah, I get
half of
exactly
these
what you
girls,
mean with
half
that
of
now.
these girls
Yeah.
that are saying, broke man don't get no pussy, are fucking single, blood.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're single, blood?
And how long have you been single for? Because man,
Cardi
see
B
it
can
and know.
Cardi B can say that with is it Cardi B tune? It is, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
With a
The
married
tune's hard as
self.
well, though.
With a married self.
Yeah, the tune's hard, but
tune's
man
hard.
is fucking.
But she can say that with
man
her
is
married
fucking-
self,
Yeah,
and he's a multi-millionaire.
millionaire.
But this is what I was gonna say.
Who
What was he
fucking
gonna say that?
My girl is saying that, yeah. But she's letting these 250,000 people follow her. But when it's done, she's gonna ride off in the hills and live her lovely life, you know.
Because
And
soon as that-
poison the 250 and leave them.
Because as soon as that Mr. Right comes along, that page will turn from bad shit to all of a sudden, I'm in love.
Broke man, or however she worded it, could be on the come up. Could be the next fucking Bill Gates. Could be the next whatever. Man could be going through a situation where he ain't got no money right now, but he's about to turn the greatest corner you've ever seen.
Trust me.
And now he's not gonna want you because you called him a broke bum. And
Yeah.
now he's gonna see you still at the bus stop or wherever you are, or in your little job, just getting by with your hand out, and he's gonna say, you had the opportunity, bitch. Now look at you now, and I'm balling out here.
Yeah. And I represent them, man, there. Listen, if you
Talk
watch
it,
previous
big
episodes, man's been there.
This
Maybe
is
you
what I'm
watch the
saying.
episode where I talk about the Rover, I talk about the bed base. I was broke once. You get what I'm saying?
Brother, I'm saying,
the
brother.
people that I had, that I might have been dating at the time, or like my ex-partners when I was in those
They
positions,
weren't-
they weren't treating me in no way.
They weren't.
They watched how man was. They supported man through the come up.
Come on,
You
that's
get what I'm
that's a
saying?
real woman right
That's a
there.
real woman right there.
And
Like,
that's
at the
why
end
I
of the
said-
day,
yeah, go
like
on,
you
go
have
on.
to,
Let me not
you have to,
interrupt
like you can't. These girls, like at the end of the day, you can't write off a man because of his financial situation.
bro.
That man that you're writing off is the man that might come into your life and treat you like a queen, get on his 2 feet and never
start-
lay his hands on you.
This is the
You
part
get
where
me?
we start
Never,
the
never,
education.
never beat you up.
This is
never
when-
call
never-
you a slag.
yeah,
Never
'cause
call you a
'cause
bitch. Never call you
talk
this.
it, Douglas.
Because I'll be real. Sometimes people look at financial, money, but don't take into account the character, the personality.
Bro, that's the word I was about
spirit,
to use.
The spirit in a person, because you might go with the man that's got money.
That's why I
and we
asked the
spoke
age.
about it in
Many
Don't
episodes.
in many episodes,
Many
but
episodes,
the
not even
drug
pigeonhole
dealer
one.
one. Yeah, we spoke about it because you might get with the brother that's got all the bread.
Greatest
He's got all the bread.
podcast.
He's got all the bread, but he's the one that's stamping at your neck back in the fucking night when you're when you and them have an argument over some food that never got come or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? He's
Big
the one
bad
that's
dog.
cheating on you, sleeping with every other girl because he's got the money to live the lifestyle he wants to do and go where he wants
Controlling
to
you,
go.
the money. Controlling you.
He's the one that's controlling you. Chuck you a little £100, go and get her shoes, come back and then run it back to the shop, taking you for a dickhead. Because
Right.
we all know situations of man. We're
not
around
about
man.
the
Them.
money.
We're around man that have got bread, and we know how certain man can be
All
fuckery,
man-
and we know
I've
about.
been out there. All
You
the
get
man
me?
that
We know
make
that's
bread.
man that
All the
fuckery.
man that make bread. Man
So-
that could change your life.
This is what I'm saying. But then at the same time, he'll change your life, but at the same time, treat you like shit.
Exactly.
So understand, it's not
Exactly.
about a man's financial situation. Understand how a man's mind works.
You don't know
What's
how the
his
man.
spirit like?
Listen,
You get what I'm
you're
saying?
listening to the greatest podcast right now.
Come
I'm
on,
telling
man.
you this.
Come on,
Man,
man.
them
what I'm
have
here.
got man them on the set. Man's an original. Listen, my nickname is my nickname. Yeah, look into it. Yeah, I'm around man them with them where man them are cussing me right now. We're running joke. And man them are ringing me on the other night. And I'm laying on my bed and man them a lot. Pete, how you frying the man them on? Because man them, it's what they do. And my niggas have got peace.
Yeah.
They'll change your life. They'll hit you with the roses that made you think advertising on the thing talking about who's gonna spend this $5 on roses. They'll hit you with them roses.
Yeah. They'll hit
They'll
you
hit
with
you
the
with them
rose
roses
kettles.
and you'll love that.
Yeah.
And they'll take you shopping and get all you want. And you give them all the pussy. like you said, because they've got peace. So you're gonna give them the pussy. These man rap, make mad money. But when they've done skeeting on you, they're gonna bounce.
Or do what the
You're
fuck
just
they
a
want.
statistic.
Yeah.
So don't judge, and that's my niggas and I'm talking about. So don't think money is the be all end all, because I've got good niggas with bare money, and I've got bad niggas with bare money. They will do whatever. You understand? So it
Don't
ain't
give a
about the
fuck.
money. It's about the character of the man.
Yeah.
You don't know what's around the corner for man. You understand what I'm saying? You could be with the most humble man could be in a room with you right now, and that man could be about to turn the corner where he's gonna turn multi. He's got the plan, and you just locked him off as a possibility. You've locked him off as someone because I read that broke man don't deserve nothing. What have you got for me right now?
And he's still driving a Fiesta.
And he's driving a Fiesta, but you don't know the man's about to level up, big time, and you're just gonna be there. So it's not about that. That's why I say earlier about. Didn't we all go? Hold on a minute. Can I just ask in this room? How many of you lot went church as youths?
Me.
Nah, that's too. Can someone say no if they didn't? The room's silent.
Even Filipino Rex, he was just there.
Even Filipino Rex was in church. No. Hold on. No. Countries like let me show you something. Countries like the Philippines, just like us with Jamaica and wherever else.
Yeah, they're religious.
When you know poverty and you know this, religion is deep. I lie, Rex. Religion is
on.
deep because when we're going through hard times, we need Jesus and we need the Lord, and that's what we need right now for some of these gallem. We need the Lord. They're forgetting their upbringing and they're forgetting what originally went on.
Real talk.
Yeah, because when you was in Sunday school and your mum and whoever else, they weren't telling you about broke niggas, broke man don't deserve pussy.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
They were talking about character. You understand? Honor, providing this, that, the other. Let's look for the real traits that make someone a great individual. You understand? So if a man holds you accountable for this and says, protect our men at all costs. You understand? A man's just trying to defend because a man probably knows what it's like to not have
Brother,
money.
I know.
I know, that's why I said it. I'm
I know
saying.
firsthand. I told
A
you
man
on the
knows
phone. I
When
know.
I was broke, should I not
A
got
man knows
pussy?
what it's
I
like.
deserve pussy when I was broke.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is?
What the fuck?
Do you know what it is?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Not even that.
I lie though.
I'm not lying, blood.
Brother,
I'm not lying.
Brother, I've been broke. Do you know what it is? Listen. Well, let's be clear as well, yeah. We're not saying.
Made a mistake.
We're not saying, yeah. We're not saying if a guy's not ambition, he's just bumming around, smoking. We're not talking
The
about that.
nigga with the man with lack of ambition.
Yeah.
I always say this.
Yeah.
Some men don't deserve. Like when I say I expect a certain treatment. I want this. I want that. I expect this. I know I deserve it. I know. I set my bar. I can't even put my hand up where I set my bar.
Sky.
And they'll be like, "Oh, but you can't." No, but I say, but I'm not saying that you should do the same for the man that's just sitting there not doing that and then this, that, the other. But because I know what I bring to the table as a man in my relationship, and I do everything a man's supposed to do,
Up and down.
then deal with me accordingly.
Yeah.
But that's not to do with financials. It's just to do with everything of support, this, that, the other. Yeah, I'm blessed to be in a position where my financial is correct.
Yeah.
But there's a time I was on the bed base.
Yeah.
You
Real,
think what?
Come on.
What? Pussy weren't running. What? Imagine man was getting pussy when man was on that.
Yeah, but I was calm.
Blood, why not? Come on, blood.
Come on, fam.
Come on, blood.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. At all levels in life, you deserve love. Like, love shouldn't be a thing that's reserved for the wealthy.
You know what it is?
Half of the time,
That's deep.
love
That's
ain't
deep.
something that should be like reserved for the wealthy because
Yeah.
half of the
Of
time
course
you see
not. So what,
we've
bro,
been
man?
out and we've been away and you see some of the wealthiest people
She made a mistake.
and you even see some of the wealthiest women.
She knows it.
We've been in Dubai, we've been certain places, and you see all these wealthy brothers. They're
Don't let-
wealthy Keiko
Hey,
fainted,
trust.
and their gal are just sitting there.
Trust.
Because when it comes to money, there's so much
Trust.
bread. He don't give a fuck. He's living his life.
Trust.
You're just now a pawn or a part of his life that he just can. He could dash away tomorrow.
Listen,
Or could go tomorrow.
fully.
You get what I'm saying?
Listen
He
to
could
what
have
I'm
done
saying to
tomorrow.
you. Listen to what I'm
You
saying
get
to
me?
you.
So
I want to say this while it's fresh in my mind because Daps just said something. I want to grab it because it's something I've heard recently as well from other people, and I'm gonna push it forward on that. Man said, "Don't listen to Cardi B." It's the fucking truth. I'm a fan of Cardi B as an artist. I'm a fan of Cardi B, all the above.
Yeah.
But Cardi B is a rich ass millionaire with a rich ass millionaire man.
Yeah.
And you local gal that ain't rich ass millionaires want to listen to Cardi B telling you the blueprint to life. When Cardi B's locking off music when her youth's running, locking off her tune when the youth's coming in because she don't want her youth to hear it. Now, on top of that, Cardi B was once doing a thing and she hustled her way up and that's great. But You telling me you want your daughter to be tonguing out 2 next gals side to side like how she's doing in her latest video? You understand?
Yeah.
I'm happy for her. She's doing what she's doing. Business is business. But I'm just saying to you, you must separate reality from theatrics and what's going on. Yeah, and the madness, because she's playing a role while she's working and what she's doing. Yeah. Like, so if you're watching that and being like, Cardi B's the blueprint to life.
But then even if you gotta check yourself if you're looking at fucking these things and looking at like
that's the times we live in.
That's the times we live in. But you also gotta kind of check yourself if that's what you're looking at and seeing that's the way forward. Because like you said, these women that are promoting these things, the Megan Thee Stallions, the this, that, the Cardi B.
And salute to them.
Yeah, no,
because I like to see these, I like everyone make bread. And I know you're saying salute to them, but I'm just doubling down on it.
Because at the end of the day, they've worked the way to make their
even salute to Oloni in terms of
I'm done salute.
In terms of building a platform for herself.
Let me show you something. Can't you hear me? Can't you hear what I'm saying? I keep repeating that.
What she does. Because
you have to big her up.
That's what puts food on her table.
I have to big her up.
But when you fuck up, you fuck up. When you fuck up,
yeah,
you
that's
fuck
what
up.
it is.
That's what it is.
She fucked up.
That's it. Like, we all know.
She made no, that's why I keep repeating. Man can't hear me. Through this, I probably said 6 times. She made a mistake.
I would have held it, though.
Yeah, well, you would have held it if she made a mistake.
I would have held it. If I put that out there, man come attack me.
Yeah, you're going to keep it pushing,
Yeah,
right?
keep it.
No, but then because let's say, if you want to get really deep into it, we understand, like, the mental play of things, innit? So, like you said, for you to come back and then to say that, oh, please take that down.
You know you made a mistake.
You know you made a mistake, but then also that kind of then puts a flaw in your message. Because like P said, if he put something out there, he's standing on it. Exactly. If I put something out on my social media and I say it, I'm standing on it. So then you have to kind of, I wouldn't say false prophet, but then...
but tell me this.
I would say that some people... Wait, hear me out. Let me land it,
yeah?
I would say that some people understand what their game is. You see, like Cardi B, like we said, Cardi B understands that this is what she needs to put out that's going to pay the checks. Like, some women understand that this is what she's got to put out.
That's why I asked.
To pay the checks.
Is it a planting? That's
Is
why
it
I
planting?
asked. That's why I asked you.
But then you know, putting it on your platform, where your platform appeals to masculine man them. This is your followers.
You know what it is as well.
Man.
You know what it is?
You get me?
You know what it is as well. You know what it is as well. Shout out to my little friend there on your page. Guys shouldn't take bad up. Or my man can't take bad up.
Yeah,
say her name again.
Ash.
Right.
Yeah, Aisha.
She didn't. I don't know if she could, but knowing her character from the little back and forth we have, I don't think she asked you to take it down when they were coming for her.
Didn't.
She kept it G. She kept it G. Now, my girl, Oloni, sounds like you're trying to play both sides of the fence. You're trying to creep in and ask man to take it. But then again, she posted that she asked you to take it down, innit? So she's acknowledging that she said to you to take it down.
She went on a safe
No,
on her
but then,
platform.
but you got to understand, when you're in the social media world and how people conduct each other and act on impulse, and what was it you said about
impulse control?
Impulse control. When you're acting
That's
on
the 2
impulse
words for
and
the
you're
day.
trying to protect your social media thing, you act wild. So you start doing mad stuff.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Because you're in it. You remember that blew you. It's not like it was TV or something or this.
That's why I say
that blew you. So you, sometimes when you're trying to protect that, you move mad. So I'll post out, I'll do this. Okay, what can I post today to get the followers, to get the
That's
like you
because
start
you have
think,
to.
because
You're
you
doing
that's
too
your
much.
job. But at the same time, you start moving wild. Do you get what I'm saying? So
That's why I say.
it was a fuck up.
Yeah, that's why I say she's made a
get me?
mistake because
Yeah.
them Twitter peeps, they have to go hard. What they're just tweeting. You're not gonna get all of them right. You're gonna fuck up at some point.
You talk
Where
too
she
much.
come on. Where she fucked up is everyone started grabbing it. Shadeborough, you said you grabbed it, held her accountable, this, that, the other, and it got overwhelming for her. So it's just one of them things. But I think this has been, I think we covered it nice and neat. We said a lot. I don't think we need to go on much further. I think we can wrap it
I'm
up.
gonna say one more thing though.
No, Blood, the floor is yours.
Yeah,
big
I'm
dog.
gonna say one more thing
Go
though.
ahead.
People,
Doug-
everyone that uses the Twitter platform, because I'm on Twitter, and everyone on Twitter always says Twitter should never be free. You should pay for it because it is golden. Like, the amount of stuff that you see on it and what goes on Twitter is mad. But people need to also understand that
censorship
Twitter
and all
can
that.
throw you
No
under the...
censorship
There's
on
no
Twitter as
censorship.
well.
Yeah, there's no censorship, so people need to also understand with your Twitter platform. Yes, it's a platform that allows you to speak however the fuck you want to speak and say what you want to say, but also understand it's a platform that can throw you under the fucking bus when it's ready to, because you're speaking so freely. They know that, but they need to understand.
Know that.
No, but I don't think sometimes people do, because I think sometimes you get so with Twitter, it just feels like one of them platforms that when you go into it, you're just in Twitter, you can get so sucked in by that it's just Twitter that you forget that it can spill over into the real world. And that's the same way Wiley split up, because Wiley, you would have think he's so self-aware about social media, got caught up in the whole Twitter life.
Emotions, impulse control.
But
what I'd say is, I'll tell you this, without even knowing, I guarantee, I ain't seen shit, but I guarantee this, when she posted it, bag of likes and bag of retweets. And at that point, she's feeling it.
And this is
It's just, you understand what I'm saying? So hey, it's not like she thought to herself, oh shit.
And that's my point. My point is, this is where now I come into this. If I leave that narrative, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So what I come in, where everyone's doing a bag of like royalties, someone's got to come in and start bringing the sense to it.
I agree.
To balance it.
But there's no platform doing that, so you had to.
Do you understand? So I have to. This is what
It's a G check.
This is what I come into it.
It's a G check. It's unfortunate for us. There's a double standard, but it was a G check, and really and truly a very light G check. And I'm gonna be very clear. She went for your neck. With how she went at you. That's not an easy. That's not an
all the
easy.
trigger word. That's why I come. That's why I rise to it. That's why I rise.
That's why when I heard that, I was like, no, come true and
you know what?
And we should be careful.
This is why I had to make an example of the situation. Said I'm going to go ahead at it because you know what it is. Like you said, she used all the trigger words. She went for my neck. See, a lot of guys, they're scared of that. See, stuff like that are understandable. Guys thinking, I'm not trying to go for it. I'm not having bare girls laughing saying I'm broke, I'm triggered. But you see me, I said, you know what? This is the opportunity for me to rise.
And you know what we're saying about like all being religious, church. Certain times when you're trying to destroy people, you have to be careful.
Yeah, the powers
that be have a funny way.
See
they have a funny sense of humor.
Let me tell you something.
Things.
Man's doing Oloni a good kindness right now. And what she might come out and want to slew the man them. Good luck with that.
Yeah.
But
powers, man. Powers.
If she takes a moment and looks at what's going on, it's only going to benefit her.
Yeah, 100%.
It's only going to benefit because nothing's been said that's bad. No. You understand what I'm saying to you? Nothing's been said that's bad. It's been fair. It's been just. So you can take from this and use it to your benefit. You understand? So it hasn't got to be that. But wrapping it up, I'll just say that 2 platforms, and it's not you because you've already said you've posted her numerous occasions beforehand. I'm like that in. If you cross me or you try to come at me, my saying is, my brother knows, my saying is off with your head. You know, like that. So you've done the right thing. You've helped to promote, as you do. You've helped to promote and push your thing forward. 2 platforms with that amount of power shouldn't be at each other's throats.
Yes. I
don't think she shouldn't have come at you the way she did. Hopefully we can find some balance.
Right.
I doubt it. If not,
2 of you, that's 500,000 followers.
I know. That's 500,000 people being let. But if not, we just go our separate ways and we live amicably and everyone does what they're doing. We don't have to.
What I'm saying, a big G.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you close.
I'm ready. You come from my head. Yeah, I'm gonna rise to it every time. And that's it. That's it. Other than that, if you're not ready, because the thing is with powers, what you said is powers. I'm operating on powers. I'm operating from a pure place. So I'm going to rise to the occasion every single time. Do you understand? And I'm going to stand on justice.
What?
You're not silencing
AB me. Said, what? If I don't know what make it start, it's somebody, man. Man, a big bad. Man, not take that far, but I want
to thank you lot. Like, again, to express it in a mature way.
Yeah.
In a safe platform. I love what you lot show. I love what you lot are doing. And I love supporting it. I love everything. I just love everything about it. And it's very, like I said, it's very healthy. And it's needed, man.
Yes. And we appreciate you. I'm glad we thrashed it out. Big up Made You Think, the page. Big up AP, the man. Big up everyone moving things forward. Oh, big up Oloni. You made a mistake. It happens. My boy is a genuine guy, man. I know him personally.
Yeah, man.
There ain't no all of that. We're not pushing that now. He's a real brother. He's a real brother. He's doing his thing. He's making opportunities for a lot of people. And I know firsthand, like, that the narrative that's being pushed is nowhere near the truth. So let's allow that. We move. Pounce Delocious, Big Dog, AP, Man Them in the Room, Winners Talking Podcast. Step.